to change material properties and colors and how that will be affected in the assembly, and also how we can create our rendered images to insert into our blank final solution page in our folio and get them printed off for our folio. So I've got my assembly here, which shows my lamp that has been fully assembled. I haven't put the switch in there just yet, but yours should have the switch in it. The base, your clear or translucent section where the light comes out, and then some sort of solid base, depending on your design. You change the color or the material that these are made out of in the individual part file. So if I just jump across here to the top section, I can go up here on this drop down box. I can go to Autodesk material library, which will give me the most options. And this will allow me to select a whole different bunch of materials that I can use to change the appearance or to change the color. So we're trying to make our our renders look as close to what our final product that we make is going to be. You can also, up here, you can use these tools, the color wheel and the adjust, to actually change the colors of certain parts of your object. And if you go back into your assembly file, you'll see that the assembly file will actually update automatically and change those colors. So to get a sort of photorealistic image happening, we need to go and click on View. Up the top here, get the View ribbon. And then we click on this visual style here. We drop down and we go to Realistic. And as we can see, we're starting to get something that looks a little bit more photorealistic and a little bit more realistic on the screen. So we can turn our shadows on. We can turn our reflections on. I prefer to use perspective. And I'm going to get a top corner angle by using my cube here. And then I can turn ray tracing on as well. Now this is going to be going a little bit slow for me because I'm just using my, my work MacBook. But the powerful computers in the lab will be able to do this quite quickly. And what it will do a lot faster on the machines in the lab is it will render this nice image for you. And you'll start to get something that looks quite realistic and hopefully what you're going to end up printing. So yours will do a lot quicker than this. I'm just going to pause this one for now. What we need to do now is actually end up with an image that we can save and put onto a USB and transfer back to your Mac laptops. And you can pull it into Pages and create that final solution page. So the other thing I want to show you quickly is that you can actually play with your lighting styles. If you hit where the sharp highlights is, you can change these, and these will actually change how the lighting is set up inside Inventor and might get you a better looking image. So you can play with those and play around with any of these settings to try and get the best possible image you can get. So to get our images, if we go click on Environments up here, we then want to open Inventor Studio. Okay, and then so once our Inventor Studio decides to open up, just need to let it render. I'm just going to pause that one down there, and we can use this now inside of Inventor Studio. You can actually change heaps of different options. You can change where the camera sits. You can actually use this to make rendered animations, so you can make your lamp explode apart and then come back together, and lots of advanced things. In this studio lighting style here, you can actually once again change your lighting styles, and you can also use this local lights button to actually insert lights to change how your lamp is illuminated. If you've got a bit of time, it's worth playing around with those and seeing if you can get something to work for you. Otherwise, just picking one of these studio lighting styles off this list will be fine. So to actually get our images, we need to click on Render Image up here. And we'll get a little dialog box that will pop open and give us a few options. Now, in the general, with the width and the height, that's the size of our image. I want to go select output size, and I want to click on active view. Just give us a nice large image. I want to go to renderer, and I want to change this until satisfactory, which means that we can leave it rendering until we end up with something that we're happy. And now I'll click render, and it will pop up this screen, and it will start to render a nice image of our lamp. Now, on the good machines in the computer lab, this will take, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes maximum to get the quality that you need. You could leave it for hours on end, but that's really not necessary. Once you end up with an image that you're happy with, after waiting for a couple of minutes, we can just go and hit pause up here on the teapot, and we can hit this save button here. And then what that allows us is, you can jump down here on your save in, go into your user drive, change this as a PNG file, and I can just call that lamp1, and I can hit save. And that now means that you've got an image file in your user directory, which you can then transfer to a USB drive, and then transfer that file from the USB drive to your laptop, drag it into Pages, and you can start making that final solutions page that we were talking about. Thank you.